So, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. And we have a few issues, let's say important issues to talk about. Now, guys, as you know, when I'm saying the 7 laws of Noah means we need to pay attention what's the most basic, important law we have. And as we know, guys, yes, it's the first law, idol worshiping. But inside the idol worshiping, we have categories. So one bows to the sun. One is bowing to the moon. One, his God is a human being. One doesn't care. Today, we're going to concentrate in a very, very particular kind of idol worshiping. What's the name? As we all almost know, atheist. Atheist, guys. Atheist claims there's no God. I believe in my brain. I believe in my hands. I believe in my ability to go and move. And he totally forgot that he's a dust in the wind. So when you realize you're a dust in the wind, then you can check it out. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to check it out, guys. So, atheist. What a very, very horrible thing to be. Now, I'm saying, guys, you don't need to agree with me, but I'm saying that to be an atheist is worse than a human being who bows down to a cow or to a statue in the East, in the Far East. That's way worse. Why? First of all, guys, because that moment he's searching for something. Well, you're searching for something. That's already count. Not that that's okay, right? There is one God, right? But we have a very, very critical issue here. What is it? You are trying something, but to say there's nothing, it's just a coincidence. Everything is coincidence. How dare you? I mean, look at you. Look at your eyes. Look at your body. Look at everything. You're just an amazing creation. And you decided to say it's all coincidence. Wow. You know what? You're here. Let's check it out. Guys, like I said, atheist is you need to remember, guys, back in the day, there is 2 generations. 2 generations, God destroyed the world. The first time, not exactly destroyed the second time. The first time is the big flood. And the second time was the Babylon. There is 2 kind of people who believe in God, but it's hard. Oh, we have needs, so it's hard for me. And there is somebody who decides to bail God in the brain. Let's build a tower till the sky. That's fighting God. And that's atheism of the days of today. Okay, guys, so we need to understand and to realize very, very carefully that when you have an atheist next to you, and one of the reasons why, guys, I'm talking about it, because a lot of people, most of the people here of the channel, Give Me 7, they believe in God. So why do I need to know it? Guys, first of all, you need to know what to answer the atheist. One day, you'll have a conversation with an atheist, right? You'll need to answer the question, give the proofs. And then when you say the right information, then he has nothing to say. That's why I'm here, and that's what we're going to do in this live show broadcast. God bless you all, and share it. And it's very important, guys, because we need to know what to say, right? So when I'm always thinking about atheists, I immediately remember a story. One day, George is a guy, a hardworking guy. One morning, he opened the car and start driving. Beep, beep, beep. Suddenly he sees like the light is on. Think, stop the car. Whoa. He stopped the car. Okay. He went out. He opened the car. He opened in the front there to see what's going on. What's going on here? You know what? He took a cut and cut the cable of the light. Went back to the car. Now I'm fine. Now there's no warning. Okay. Somebody was watching him in the side. What are you doing? You have a problem. Yeah, but I cut the light of the warning. Now it's fine. I can drive. What, are you crazy? Guys, every one of us will say that guy's crazy, big time. Why? Because, guys, it looks funny in the story, but that's basically atheism. Okay? You cannot cut the cable and say everything's fine. Why? Because you're part of God. If you're part of God, means you need to find out. You need to know what's going on. You need to check. You claim you have all kinds of ideas. You heard in college. You heard in schools. You heard from professors. You heard from all kind of very genius people about the ideas of the age of the world, or any things that may give you an idea why this world is coincidence. You need to sit down, relax, make some coffee, enjoy your life. And by the way, guys, if you're eating your turkey now, so enjoy your turkey. Any place you are, God bless you all. We're going to make this place a pleasure for God and to show according to ability of what God gave us in the Torah, and scientists as well. And together we're going to give the answers. Now, guys, very important to understand. There is two kind of scientists. The first kind is prove me. 1 + 1 is 2. Thank you very much. 10 + 10 is 20. Thank you very much. 100 + 100, we know the way. That's prove scientists, which means nobody can argue. And if somebody will argue and tell you that 1 + 1 is not 2, you're not going to waste even a second. You're crazy. Okay? And then we have another kind of scientists. We call it the speculation. Maybe yes, maybe no. I had a few details here, a few items. I checked the mud, I checked the rock, I checked all kind of stuff. And according to our result I got, maybe, speculations that maybe, but maybe not. Maybe not. So we need to realize one thing, guys. Whatever the scientist says about the age of the world, or about all kind of information that makes you think that this whole world is millions of years in coincidence, guys, this is not a proof. This is a speculation, which means yes, maybe no. That's the details. There's no proof. So when you have no proof, then is the time you need to open your ears and realize what's going on here. And we're going to get very, very close to a very, very special information that we need to know. Keep it in your brain, in your heart, and then when you have a chance and you have an atheist around you, you just tell them all the beautiful stuff we're going to learn today. Now, guys, when an atheist he has an idea, okay, what he's saying, okay, I have an idea that this rock is 1,000,000 years, okay? It's all kind of, what are you talking about? Now, when I'm talking about scientists it's not against me. I'm O.V. Abraham, representing the Torah. In the Torah, we have the scientists. This is part of the Torah. So you cannot take something that is part of the Torah and claim something for you. Doesn't make sense, right? So one day, two friends decided to have a very, very serious fight for money issues. One of them is a righteous and one of them is not. So nobody knows. Everybody says the truth is with him. They went to the judge. The judge was sitting asking questions. The judge said, guys, somebody here can come inside and talk about you and tell me about your personality, maybe who's right. I need to know according to the witness. Maybe they have something to say. Tam, yes. So suddenly some women is coming inside and saying, dear judge, my son is wrong. He's deceived. The truth is with the other guy. Oh, really? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That helped us a lot, says the judge. Why? Because not his mother is coming and witnessing against her son. That's probably she really cares about him. She needs to tell him the truth. That's the atheist, guys. Why? Because we have the scientists, and you're trying to prove from my Torah, scientist is part of the Torah, is that you're right? Doesn't make sense. That becomes even more, it's just fun. Okay, so one scientist came and told me, listen, you're a religious person. You're talking according to beliefs. You're talking according to stories. You're talking according to all kind. Who said? But me, the big giantess, I'm proving. I'm showing you one by one that I'm right. Really? How can it be? So come on, let's give it a shot. Let's give a shot. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now, that gives me to a place that I want to tell you a very exciting story that will give us a lot of answers for a lot of questions. And if we have that story and you heard that story, only that story, thank God. Guys, 60 years ago, it was 4 scientists, very, very good buddies, very good friends. Jerry, Terry, and Barry. And Derek was the 4th one. Now, Derek had a different opinion from his 3 other friends. The 3 other friends are atheists. We're the students of Darwin. We believe in scientists. We don't believe in all kind of fairy tales and stories. We believe in what we see. We believe in what we taste. We believe in what we feel. That's the reality. Don't come tell me God. I cannot see him. Leave it alone. Then Derek said, listen, guys, open your mind. We have in this world a creation. Which means for every creation, there is a creator. Same is here. We see the planet. We see the stars. We see the galaxies. We see it's just brilliant. It's amazing. Which means somebody is in charge. Why? Because there is a creator. For creator, there is a creation. That's all. So I don't know if to call it God or what. So I'm just saying, hey, there is somebody who's in charge here. They said no. It happened by all kind of bombs, and it happened by energies that move. Everything moved exactly like it's supposed to be, and everything went perfectly, right? They were arguing. Oh, big discussions they had. But guys, one day something happened in that town. It was a big earthquake. Oh boy, 70% of the city is destroyed. But Derek was building his house again, and he decided to take up the phone and call his buddies and invite them for a pizza and beer. Welcome aboard, guys. Sure, let's go. All right. They were graduating together, 4 buddies. They were eating pizza and beer. Suddenly, Derek is standing. Guys, I want to show you something brilliant, amazing, insane. You must see. Do you want? Listen, guys. You see this big room? I have a space simulation. What's space simulation? I took an architect, a few people who are very good in this stuff, building and stuff and creating. And with my ideas, I told him I want a big room with a space simulation. All the stars, all the moon, everything is in the place, like it moves, like it's supposed to be. Now, all I need to do is press this button. This red button, I'm gonna see half an hour of what's going on in space. how the stars move, how everything goes perfectly to this place it's supposed to be. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, press the button already, man. Okay, ding, ding, guys. Half an hour of pleasure. It's amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, how did he do? They were insane. Half an hour later, they were, wow, Derek, you're a genius. Wow, just insane. How did he do that? Guys, says Derek, let's sit down for another pizza, okay? And open a beer. I wanna talk to you. They were sitting. Now Derek was starting to tell his friends, listen, I have a confession to make. Listen. To be honest, it's not me. I didn't do this work, what you see now. What? What do you mean? So some other scientists came and did it? No, it just happened. What are you talking about? What, are you joking us? Come on. No, I promise you, it's not me. It just happened. You remember the earthquake a couple weeks ago? It was a big bombs and stuff. And here, you got the space simulation. What? We're worried about you, Derek. Maybe need a mental institution? Shh, maybe. No, guys, I'm serious. Just a second. Why do you think I'm wrong? What do you mean? You see, you're a creation. So somebody means somebody created it. You're telling me the earthquake, you're crazy. I need to smoke a cigar and relax. Sit down. Guys, I have a question. Tell me. We're arguing for years. I'm telling you that look at this big creation. And you tell me everything is coincidence. But when I, the small piece of Derek, was doing something just simple, creating a space simulation, it's nice, it's neat. But that's all. And when I'm telling you it's by coincidence, it happened randomly, you're telling me it cannot be. But when it comes to the big galaxies in the big world, non-stop of stars and planets, you're telling me it's coincidence. So I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I mean, what's going on here? Doesn't make sense, right? What? Guys, I promise you, the pizza in the faces of the scientists were practically the same color, guys. They had nothing to say. But, guys, it's very hard for somebody to say I was wrong. A lot of people will just keep lying. But when you get this story, gosh, oh yeah, poor scientists. Why? It's not worth living in a lie. I'm telling you, guys. Not funny and not funny, but more funny. Let's put it that way. Okay, guys. Now, let's move on. Now when we know exactly the three scientists can be here and listen and realize the truth. Because the truth is above everything, as we know, guys. Now, just a second. Listen, some scientists telling you, listen. How can it be that the world is just 5,786 years? How that's possible? I mean, I showed you hills and mountains in all kind of items. I proved you it's 1,000,000 years. Come on. Well, guys, sometimes you need to know what to say and just not to say you're wrong, I believe. We need to deep down to the scientists and see exactly what the scientist says. Prove. It says, guys, that's very interesting one. Every single year, there's 4 million tons of salt that goes down from the mountains to the hills, to the waters, the rivers, all the places that goes down from the hills to the big ocean. Now, guys, this world is perfect. God created this world in a way that every move, left or right, it's a destruction. It's a chaos. For instance, we see the earth in the air now. Now, if the earth was a little bit left, we freeze. A little bit right, we burn. Wow! So coincidentally, up, it's in the right place. Nobody's in charge. Yeah, right. Come on. Let's move on. Okay, so, guys, this world is meant to be, like it says in the Torah, in Tana Debi Eliyahu, that this world we live now, it's for 6,000 years. That's the purpose of the world. When it's over, it's gonna be the world to come, the spiritual world. We will get inside to the details in a different lecture, but right now we need to concentrate on how we're smashing atheism once and for all, guys. Now, guys, 6,000 years is the amount of years that the trees, everything in this creation will stay perfectly. If there is less trees, it will be fires. The rain, the snow, everything is meant to be exactly in the right spot. If the moon will not be in the right place, the water will get damaged. Everything is calculated, specially, neatly, and exactly the way it's supposed to be. Now, I don't know a lot about salt, but we do know that salt, if you have a salt now here, a can of salt, it's 1975. Now, 85 years later, you come back, the salt will be the same. Maybe a little dust from maybe, but it will be the same. Salt stays salt. So, the conclusion, guys, if somebody claims that this world is 1 trillion years, or 13 billion years like the scientists say today, so, yeah. You will have a pot of salt, a mountain of salt from here till the moon, right? Why? More salt. 100 years, a million years, 200. What are you talking about? You know how much salt it is? But when it's 6,000 years, Earth can deal with the salt because that's perfect for the ocean. You see here, guys, you need to open your mind and understand what the scientist says. During the scientist, like I told you before about the story, if your mother tells you, yeah, you're wrong, son, and I'm the judge, I'm not going to believe you. Even your mom is against you. What, do you want me to believe you? Doesn't make sense. Now let's move on. Now, like we said, we have a perfect, amazing world. The reason why we don't get excited every time from the beginning, because we're used to it, you know. You know, the kids, you know, especially in states that there's not a lot of rain. The first day it's gonna rain, what do the kids do? Wow, rain, come! If it's snow, whoa! Bring the doll, let's bring a red nose, let's bring the carrot to put it. Wow, it's exciting. Why? Because it's exciting. You are excited from something new. But when you see the rain every day, rain for years, you're not excited. So for you, it's coincidence. God forbid, no way. Your heart is beeping. Now you're doing something, you're just sitting. Your heart is beating, right? Your hand is moving. You know how many miracles God is creating in your body right now? Well, let's be atheists. Let's say everything is coincidence. What an achievement. But, guys, there's another problem. When that same atheist is having a small tummy ache or a small headache, or FBI wants to invest him now, suddenly he's, oh my God. Oh, what happened, sir? Oh, well, God help me. But what happened? Because a couple days ago, everything was fine, and you're using that life God gave you and using it against him. Great achievement. Guys, we need to open our eyes and to understand there's a boss in this world who's in charge. Each detail, each small detail, guys. We have millions of animals. Everything is perfectly. And in that way, we get excited and we realize, hey, look at this amazing creation. what we're doing. To say it's randomly, man, you need to, it's embarrassing for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, I'm excited now. I want to open the beginning of the Torah. The beginning, in the beginning. You know, guys, when people are buying a new book, you went to the library, let's find a very special book. Maybe a drama or something. Okay, you're all excited. At least today everybody's in the internet, yeah, but some people love books, okay? Let's buy a new book. Now, after you buy a new book, you are excited to see what the beginning says, right? And then when you open the beginning, guys, let's see what God says. And how what God says matches the scientists, exactly. Which means if you're atheist and you see it and you're a man of the truth, you're gonna change colors. But the better thing for you to do is says, wow, you know what? I have nothing to say. You're right. That makes you a mensch. That makes you a man. That makes you a powerful person. Guys, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. In the beginning, God created the earth in the sky, and the sky was upside down in darkness all over. In the spirit, the spiritual, how I said, the spirit of Hashem, of God, is above the water. Wow, what it means, it's hard to imagine, but let's try to imagine. Wow. And God says it will be light, and there is light. And let's stop here. Light. Guys, when we hear light, which light? It's the light we're turning on in the kitchen. That light. The flashlight, I'm going to the garage. That light. Guys, of course not. The light is the spiritual light of God, which we have no clue. What is it? How can we know inside a body what's the light of God? It's pretty much bizarre. But when we say light, immediately I'm thinking about Albert Einstein, right? According to Albert Einstein, let's say we have, once upon a time, it was two twin brothers. They were 18 years old. Okay, Jeremy and Jonathan. Now, they were ready to rock and roll and go to college. They're young. They're successful. Okay. A couple days before the semester, showed up a spaceship. Wow, what is it? Says Jeremy. Jeremy was looking at the spaceship. Somebody came there. Hi, hello. Guys, can I offer you exactly for 45 minutes a trip in the spaceship? I'll return here in 45 minutes. I'm gonna go in the speed of light, have a very exciting experience, and I'll bring you here all ready to rock and roll to college. What do you think? Why, of course! Jeremy was telling him, I'll do it. Jonathan, okay, see you in 45 minutes. Okay. Guys, he went for 45 minutes and he's back. Okay. Now Jeremy's watching around. Everything's different. What's going on? Where's my brother? What? He went inside the house there. Suddenly, he sees somebody with a roll. Hello, who are you? Oh, I'm Jonathan. Who are you? What do you mean who I am? I'm Jeremy. I went for 45 minutes. What are you talking? It's you. You disappeared already for 79 years. What's going on? It's you. Well, we need to go to college now. I'm all ready. Woo, college. Ooh, I remember years ago. Ooh, you know how many stuff happened? It's you, Jeremy. I cannot believe it. I was waiting for you since that time you went in spaceship. Where have you been? I'm already almost dead. What's going on here? What are you doing here? And why are you looking young? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's just 1 hour. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm losing my mind. It's been, I'm here. I went an hour ago. Let's go to college. But what's going on? You look 90. I am 90. Whoa. Guys, I don't know who went more crazy, Jeremy or Jonathan. But guys, yes, this fact changed everything. Which all the scientists said right. Whatever Einstein said about that, it's totally true about the time that changed according to the circumstance, in the detail you are. So why I'm saying it? Because there is a very, very serious problem that somebody is claiming that this rock is 45,000 years old. How do you know, man? How do you know? There's no way for you to know at all which year and what's the detail of that. Come on. Guys, and the proof for it comes from a very, very, very serious proof. Now, if you tell me, scientists, that this item is 1,000,000 years, I'm going to tell you, you have no way to know. Let's give you an example. A kangaroo, okay? This kangaroo is a tiny whiny. When he borns the kangaroo inside the pocket of his mother, he's tiny whiny. And then a year later, he grows up, for example, 500%. And then 300. And then he stops in age 2. When he stops in age 2, he's going to stay the same kangaroo till the day he dies, which is 20, approximately. Okay? Now, according to what you said about the age of the world, you're taking a detail. This kangaroo growed up in 500% a year. So you assume that if you grow it up in 500%, and then it means in the second year, it's going to grow another 500%. And then in the next year, it's going to grow 500%. And then in age 14, he's going to be in the size of the moon, right? That's what you're saying, man. Doesn't make sense. There is no way to know for a human being what's the exact age or anything. There's no way to know. You're a human being. You need to know your limitation. You need to know. A smart person says, no, my brain is too small to understand the detail here. Right? So, guys, what's time? Okay, you tell me it's not 1,000,000 years. It's not here. So what proves that the world is just 5,786 years? Prove me. Guys, let's open our mind in a book. You don't have to. I'm here. But we need to understand. Time starts from the moment that there was one Adam. The first Adam, one day, that's all. No Adam, no human being, no time. You don't understand, you cannot understand nothing. What's the age of the... you cannot understand what happened before the first Adam, because there's no human being. Nobody is here to you cannot understand. It's huge. That's what I'm saying. But guys, I'll tell you, I'll be honest. A lot of people, even so, they claim something. Like, I can tell you, sure, that 100% guys, that maybe 45-50% of the people who claim they're atheists are actually lying to themselves. Why? Why they're lying? Because it's easier to doubt something, and then in your mind, I'm free. I don't need to explain, or I don't owe anything to anybody. I'll do whatever I want. So when you say you're atheist and everything's coincidence, okay, great, good deal, right? But guys, there is a God who's in charge, who gave this world laws for all the non-Jews, the 7 laws of Noah, which you must keep. And that's earning your eternity, guys. We're here 70, 80, 90, 100, I don't know. But everybody's here for a period of time. And here in this period of time, he needs to understand that there is one God. And you should not work idol worshiping. You should not steal. And you should not murder. And you should don't eat an animal unless it's dead. And be careful from sexual violations. And to be a nice person. To have judges and to have courts. To accomplish the courts. And be a good human being, guys. And if you do it, you're in God's side. What do you need to deal with all kind of nonsense? And then to say, wow, I didn't know. Maybe, that's why we're here. And if you're here, it means God wants you to be here. And we need to understand together and know exactly what's the deal here. And how we are together, showing the light of God and smashing atheism to pieces. And guys, if somebody has questions, you're more than welcome to answer me. I have nothing personally against anybody. I understand people who are atheists. Maybe he had a bad experience in his life. Maybe, I don't know, his parents died in an accident, so he's miserable so he's mad at God, so he says there's no God. I don't know. We have a lot of reasons and we have a lot of issues why a human being chooses a choice and he doesn't know why. Maybe it can be he's hurt. Maybe it's just comfortable for him. Nobody knows. Every human being has his issues. Okay, guys. Now, the scientists will smile now and tell me, hey, you can say and talk. I have the science. I proved you. Till you didn't prove me, you're the same. I prove you. So that makes me remember that probably like 120 years ago, it was a very, very high German level. I don't know, I'm kidding. A German scientist. His name was Alfred Lothar Weniger. That was his name and I promise you, guys, that German scientist wasn't a rabbi. He didn't care about 7 law. He didn't know anything about it, But he was a scientist and he was smart. And he knew what he's doing. So he proved in all kind of ways back then that all the continent, we say, it's hard for me, continent, we say in Hebrew Yabeshet, was one continent, one. Now, which means, let's go back to the Bible, guys. We're in the beginning, right? It says, let's see quickly, and it's very dramatically, and will solve you a lot of questions. You need to go to the atheists and tell them that. They will have nothing to say, guys. Guys, it says, and it's just amazing. It says that, the earth is one. I mean, the continent, there is one continent, and there is one ocean, which means, hey. Now that scientist is coming here, hey, you see the mistake in your Torah? You're telling me there is one? There is 7. What happened? The Torah says just one ocean and one big land, yeah? And you say, and I'm saying it's explosion and stuff, and you're showing me that you're wrong. Here, you see. But according to Weniger, this earth, if you take Australia, if you take Africa, if you take Europe, if you take all the parts, you can put it like a Lego. And back in the days, he didn't said when, he doesn't know, he cannot know. He puts everything together, and you have one land, one big continent, and one big ocean. And that's what it says. Guys, God bless you all in the Torah. Let's tell you the right verse, and you can open it at home, and we'll show you exactly. Now, guys, in the verse Genesis, in the beginning, verse 9, right? It says, ויאמר אלוהים יקבעו המים מתחת השמיים אל מקום אחד ותראה היבשה. One continent, continent. And Vayiken, Vayomer Elohim Labasha Eretz Elohim Ki Hamayim Kara Yamim. Means, guys, 1 and 1. But just a second. Hey, dear scientists, you're not a rabbi, and he didn't even care about you. He just proved in his way, in his intelligent God gave him, that this world used to be one ocean and one big land we can go. Guys, so why exactly it becomes 7? I wonder. Okay, let's think. Probably it was a big bang. And that big bang, it was a little big explosion. So Africa went south, Australia went east, south, and Europe went west, then America was, and then all the islands. Well, guys, why do you need to break your head when we have the Bible? And we have exactly the information. So, as we all know, guys, that what happened 4,500 years ago, a big flood happened, guys. Let's check it out. Let's see what it says. Okay. Now, what's amazing, guys, that the Torah was before the science. I mean, you want to find out about the science? You want to prove it? Check the Torah. So let's go to the original. Okay. Now it says, I'm going to translate it and pay attention. That's duper important, guys. Vaya mabul 40 yom. The flood was 40 days. Genesis, verse 7, chapter 17, guys. Okay? Now, Vayhi mabul 40 yom. 40 days, 40 nights. Now, Vayigberu hamayim, verbu, the water went up. It was, people were starting to drown. Now, what it says as well, the hills went up. Now, it says here, the conclusion here, guys, and I want to go, Vaymach et kol hayakum asher al pnei ha'adama, me'adam ad behema, ad remes v'ad of hashamayim, vaymachu min haaretz. God destroyed everything, guys. Volcanoes. It was fire from the sky. The water was boiling. Everything was a mess. It's not just rain and no. It's a totally destruction of the world. The world went crazy. Nothing was the same. Now, guys, which means, yes, after the big flood, it was 7 continents, right? 7. So Australia went here, and Europe, everything went by the way God wanted to happen. And that's the fact, and that's what we need to remember. Now, coincidentally, however, that vinegar said, wow, listen, according to the scientists, I proved that it was 1. Wow, makes sense. Of course it makes sense. All we need to do is open the ears and understand. Anyway, guys, we need to realize and we need to understand. Now, I have a very serious atheist who told me something. He was very impressed, but he had still a few questions. So let's see what that guy wanted to... Let's see exactly what he wanted us to know and realize. So we'll go a little bit forward, guys. Now, guys, after we explain what happened in the flood, let's go forward. That atheist said, I'm going to come. I'll argue with you. Okay, the day came. And then he was making faces. What happened this time? He said, I don't know, man. I feel like I have a heart attack. Relax. Yeah, pray for me. What happened now? Guys, a lot of atheists claim what they claim only when they're good, when they feel they know everything. But when you remember and you realize you're just a human being, and if I have a heart attack, chas v'shalom, God forbid, something can happen, means that somebody will need to help you. You need help. And when you're in trouble, then you remember there is God and you need help, right? So, guys, we need to remember these details too. Now, what are you talking about? Come on. You need to be seriously crazy. Yeah, I have the proofs. Let's go on. Let's explain you one more details that will make you shock. Guys, once upon a time, was a very, 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 very horrible king. He said to the people, guys, I want you to catch, but if evil good, he hated the bad people. He decided, guys, to invite the most horrible human being to him to make a small experiment at that person. Let's see what happened. That guy came. Yes, big king, yeah. Okay, take off your clothes now. We're going to put you inside boiling hot water for 5 minutes. I want to see what will happen to you. What? No! Yes, boom, 5 minutes later. Guys, he don't want to know. You can just imagine how you look like, guys. Now I'm continuing the experiment. I want 5 hours. He was dead already, right? Okay, 5 hours. Then he looked like he was 1,000 years old. What? How? Guys, you never have ability to know the age of the world. Because when I have in my game number the hot water, we need to understand that hot water is a very critical thing in this creation. And the answer why it looks old, because the flood, it was hot water. The water was hot. There was fire from the sky. It was a big mess. That's what happened. That's the reason why you think it's 1,000,000 years. Because the flood made everything look bad. It looked old. I'm sorry. Old and chimsy. That's the way. That's the fact. The hot water makes the item it looks 1,000 years. Because you put it inside hot water. So guys, I don't get it. It's not enough, how many proofs I can give you. But guys, the most interesting part here, if I open in the beginning. Let's go in the beginning. Okay? Check it out, guys. Now, in the first day, like we said, sky and the earth, Vayhi erev, vayhi boker yom echad, one day in one night, one day, but just a second. The sun and the moon and the stars will be created only in the 4th day. So wait a second, doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, just a second. Hey, if the sun, the moon, and stars, the galaxy was created in the day number 4, so how come in day number 1, 2, and 3, it says, Vayhi erev, vayhi boker yom echad. Vayhi erev, vayhi boker yom echad means it will be the night, the evening, and the day, one day, but there's no sun. Guys, the question, it's not possible. Guys, that's the answer God gave us here. That the light, you're turning the light it's not the same light that it's from the creation. It's not the same light. So which light? That light, guys, is spiritual light. Now, when there's no human being, like I said, if there's no Adam, no time. Before Adam, I don't know, one day could be 1,000 years, 1,000,000, doesn't matter. It's not the same. Like you're going to tell the ant here, dear ant, I want you please to build a building in the Twin Towers or something next, a big one. What are you talking about? Guys, you're a human being, you're a dust. You have no ability to understand what happened before the first Adam, because it's not in your computer system. It's not in your system, guys. So guys, there is one more important detail it said in the Torah. And you need to realize that. And that will solve your problem for good, guys. That point, you're good. You need to take what I'm saying now, and I'm praying God that what I'm going to say now will get to millions, because when people will realize that, then they're going to say, wow, okay, I understand. Check it out, guys. It says, in the Oral Torah, it says, all the creations were created in the same height, the same place and it was ready. What do you mean? It means, guys, this world, when this world was created, it was ready. Okay? When Adam was born in day number 6, Adam wasn't a baby, no. Adam was 20 years old. He was ready in the best age to start living this life and getting to the purpose of this world. Now, not only the first Adam, the animals, it was all the animals were ready, running, everything. The trees were big. Dear tree, how old are you? I'm just 5 minutes years old. But what do you mean? You're, according to what I see, you're 40 billions. No, God created me almost a minute ago. What? Hey, hoo, dear monkey. Hey, monkey, how old are you? I'm 2 minutes. What are you talking about? I mean, you look like you're 15. No, God created me 2 minutes ago. Guys, you understand what I'm saying here? The world was ready. Oh, the show is starting. Adam wasn't a baby. You know, God created this world in a place that it's ready to live the life. So, if you see an alligator there, he looks like the scientists will say he's 60 billion. He's just 1 minute years old because that's the moment God created him. That's the moment. That's why, guys. The first Adam, the first human being, 1 minute, 1 hour, 2 hours before first Adam, who cares? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened before because it's not in your mind to understand. If you were so genius and you're genius according to your physical brain. More than that, excuse me, you have no ability to know who you are. I mean, hey, you cannot know. You can assume, you can check, but when you know your limitation and you know who you are, then, guys, you put down your head and you say, yeah, absolutely. There is one God who controls each detail in this creation. One mistake, it's over. Guys, one movement. Guys, you know how many meteors go down and always it stops before the atmosphere? How it's possible? How? Guys, because if you don't understand who's God, how powerful he is, so you start to ask questions. Why do you have questions? Because you don't study the 7 laws of Noah. If you study the 7 laws of Noah, guys, you understand the first law, idol worshiping. You can talk 1,000,000 years about that subject and you still have 6 laws to learn. So, guys, the reason why we created this lection, this live, is to show and prove the atheists. If there is real people who will say, yes, you proved me. I'm a man. I will not say you were wrong. You're right, you proved me. But one of the issues here that people don't want to deal with their values. Because if you deal with your values and you understand exactly who you are and you see the proofs, then you say, wow, you got me. No doubt about that, guys. So conclusion, guys. Okay? If you have atheists, you have 2 kinds of atheists. Remember, usually, the ones who will just talk a lot, and if you say something, they're not even going to listen. You know, yeah, whatever, and put you all kind of sense. Don't waste your energy in these people because it's just a waste of time. But however, guys, yes, you have a lot of people who are confused. They heard in college, Professor Avni was talking about the Big Bang. And the big, by the way, monkeys. Somebody asked me about monkeys here. Monkeys. We used to be monkeys. What? You used to be monkeys? Oh, just a second. Why? Because it looks like human beings. So, guys, the monkeys is part of what happened. Why, guys? Guys, in the Babylonian time when they did a big chaos against God and went against God, God turned them to monkeys, it says. I don't know what happened later. I wasn't a scientist 5. I don't know. But it says. But guys, somebody else told me, hey, just a second. What about the dinosaurs? This dinosaur is, look at him. 45 million years ago. His name is whatever, I forgot. Yeah, okay. You see here. Guys, it says in the book of Hashem, the book of God, it says, let's see, yeah, Ataninim Agdolim, the big alligators. The big alligators. What's the big alligators? That's the dinosaurs. So how come they're not exist? Because they couldn't go inside the ark. That's all. No ark. You cannot. Okay? God decided to destroy not only the poor dinosaurs, but human beings. Everything was destroyed. So guys, if you have any doubt, you have the flood. The flood, which means destruct, everything went mess. And when everything goes a mess, it's a mess. Go find your shoes now. It's a mess here. Maybe it's under the ground. Who knows? Who knows? And who cares, guys? We're here to fulfill the 7 laws of Noach, guys. That's why we're here. And if we concentrate exactly in our mission, then we're in a good place. Because I want you guys to know what the answer to the atheists. We have amazing stories here. We have all kind of tips. I can tell you that. You can ask me the questions and you can email me. Now, guys, after we smash atheism to pieces, yeah, I will be more than happy if somebody has a question. But you need to realize, and you need to remember, you are a human being. You are a human being. Like I said before, a small ant cannot build a building because he's an ant. You are a human being. You're just a human being. No, you need to know who you are. And to realize and remember, for every creation, there is a creator. Even this cup, guys, if I will say, listen, this cup was coincidentally. No. I see that this small cup, simple, probably costs 5 cents. Yeah, and that's expensive. So I see the shape. Why it's round here? Because it will be comfortable for me to drink. Why it's colory? It will be nice for me to look. This shape. I don't need to be in the factory to know somebody created it. I don't know. Maybe it was no electricity that day. Who cares, guys? Who cares? I know somebody created. And needless to say, a computer, wow, it's all neat. Hey, listen, mister, see this computer? That was coincidence. Hey, look, just from a big bang, look what happened to a computer. Yeah, you're seeing me. No, not a computer, guys. The earth, all the worlds. Say coincidence is a joke. Guys, come learn. Come know the answers. Guys, and the more we know, and the more we study, and the more we taste the 7 laws of Noach, which is, guys, I need to tell you that so many times, because a lot of people ask me, what do you mean? Because it's people confused. Yes, everyone who's a non-Jewish is a Noachide. Noachide, which means he agrees. The nation of Israel, everybody agrees, yeah, all the religions today, yeah, that the Torah was given to Moses, the big Moses in the mountain of Sinai, 3,300 years ago. Everybody says right. Right, and, okay, what now? And now what? The nation of Israel receives the Torah. The Torah is the rules, 613 rules the nation of Israel needs to keep. And then we have 7 laws that the non-Jews need to keep. And that's very important to God. God cares about you. God wants you to get to the purpose in this world. This life is 80, 70, 80, in a blink of the eye. It's over. Oh, I used to be 20. Oh, I remember the days. I remember. Man, it's over. It's over soon. You're going to go up to see God again after, when somebody dies, he sees God. And then God asks him, what did he do in this world? I gave you a choice. I went to university. I studied computers. Okay, and I don't know. Tell me, you're a human being? Yes. So I gave you a choice. Why didn't you listen and open your mind and brain and see what I want here? I don't know. I never thought about it. Guys, we need to think about why we're here. And why we're here means 7 laws of Noah. That's 99.8% of the population of the world are non-Jews. Need to keep, guys. And if you have questions about where you came, just a second. I was teaching, somebody told me something else. Somebody told me that it's all by BA energy. And somebody else told me you need to go to college. And that's the most important thing. And somebody told me that to have children. Guys, with all due respect to animals, animals are amazing, yeah? Animals have no choice, yeah? God created them in the way exactly He wanted to be, okay? He wants the fish to swim, that's what God wants. God wanted the horse to be fast, that's what He wants. He has no choice. A horse stays a horse. A donkey will stay a donkey. There's no donkey, a mean donkey, and you're a good guy monkey. No, only to human beings is relevant. Which means, guys, we need to stop and to look at ourselves and see why I'm here. And the reason I was teaching today the atheist issue, because God, I cannot hear the nonsense. I hear all kind of people who are talking just doesn't make sense. And I need to listen and everything's fine. No, we're here, guys. And if you know them, don't fight with them. It's our way is peace, But you need to know who to go to. If you know an atheist, he doesn't care. He just says, leave it. Don't waste the energy. But you need to represent God. You need to know you created by the image of God. That's huge, guys. You're part of God. Why animals go like that with 2 legs? They're connected to the ground. Okay? Why human beings are up? Because our head goes up. We don't go that way like monkeys. We go up. Why? Because we have a connection with the choice to God. We have a connection with God. The horse doesn't have. They have maybe they can scream when they're thirsty, but it's how God created them, but not with meaning and with your soul, guys. You have a soul. It says, what's the difference? Chazal are asking, what's the difference between animal and me? I eat, you eat. I have children, he has children. He goes to sleep, I go to sleep. He doesn't need to pay rent, I need to pay rent. He has his food, he doesn't care, he's not worried. We're a human being, we're worried what we're going to have. So practically, they have a better life, right? Maybe, let's check it out. Just a second. The kitty cat goes, she doesn't need to go to work. She's in the sofa, somebody gives her food. Or if she's outside, she's going to smell a hamburger and eat. She doesn't care about food, about now laundry and stuff. No. But we human beings, we have responsibility. So it says, what's the difference between human being and an animal? They say nothing except one thing. The soul. The holy soul that will be judged in the future. You will be judged in the future if you kept the 7 laws of Noah. Guys, if you respect your parents, if you respect human beings, if you were kind, nice, giving charity, helping to the people, being a nice human being, being there for your children, giving the best education, or you just put your children in places they're gonna go bad there. You have responsibility. It's not only, okay, I keep the 7 laws. Guys, you're a human being. God gave you ability to get married, to have children, to do stuff in this life. You have a goal. Check what you're good. No, I'm just nothing. I'm cozy. I'm drinking my soup. And that's all. I'm going to watch my movie. And the next day the same. Why? You're good at something. Use that gift God gave you. And if you use this gift God gave you, then you're going to feel really, really, really happy. You cannot be happy from food. Food is for you it's a way for you to get to the purpose. For example, now, I'll give you an example. My name is Jeremy. No, Jeremy said. My name is Tom, okay? Tom, Jerry? No. Tom, Jerry, Tom. Okay, Tom is the best. Okay, Tom had a mission. Tom, you live in New York. I want you to go to California. It'll take you 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Take your time, okay? And then you need to take an envelope and put it in a place I'll tell you. You'll get 25%, which means almost $100,000. Not bad. Okay. Now, he decided, Tom, to waste his time in changing the wheels and changing maybe he wants something serious for the car. He wants maybe the roof is open. Let's open the roof. That will be amazing. Okay. And then let's make the car stronger. Okay. Now, man, you need to be in California already. The time is over almost. No, I need to take care of the car. The time was over, and then he called him and asked him, hey, where are you? Where are you? Did you bring the envelope? No. Why? Listen, I thought it's going to be cool if I improve the car and put nice wheels. Why? Guys, the car is my food. I need the car to help me get to the destination. Exactly here. What are you taking care of the car, man? You have the destination to go to California to get the envelope. What are you doing, sir? Now, we all will laugh at him, but that's who we are. Guys, you need to know it's who we are. We're that guy who takes care of the car, and he has a mission, and he doesn't keep his mission. Okay, sir, I'm here. Where is my envelope? Here's your envelope. Thank you very much. Okay, now I can shop. Wow, that was the destination. But no, I'm stuck in the middle of Texas and no way. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Right, what did he do? That's when you're alive. But guys, when somebody is dead, it's over. It's over. You know the soul, the holy soul, when I'm saying holy soul, means you're human, you're part of God. And when somebody finishes his mission here and he didn't fulfill the 7 laws of Noach, God will tell him, what did he do, man? Why didn't find out? He will say, please, I want to give me a chance, but it's over. I cannot give you a chance. You're dead. You're dead. Hello. It's over. But we're alive here. We're alive. So let's continue, you guys. Let's get to the destination. Because if not, we'll be sorry about it in the future. Guys, one day, it was that's crazy. Some very big businessman, his name was Jackson, suddenly died in an accident, God forbid. He was successful. Now, the funeral happened a day later. Now, 150 business people came to the funeral. Now, he was a Jewish. It turned out he was a Jewish. The rabbi came. Okay, our guy. Okay, let's see, Jackson. What a Hebrew name, but whatever. Okay, so he was amazing in business. He knew how to fool the people and to bug the best deal. People were looking at the barrel. What are you talking about? Guys, that guy who died yesterday had the best good-looking models, women all over Europe. He was a genius. He knew how to twist it and to earn 1 million more. And then he knew what to say. He was a sharp. Gosh, tell something else. Tell he was giving charity one time. And he was continuing. He knew which hamburger, which flavor to put in the salt, which everything he knew how to do. He was talking about his achievements of the physical world. No, say something else. Shush, Rabbi, we don't want to hear you. Then the rabbi said, just a second. This is what he wanted, no? This guy, what I said, it's what he was looking for, no? So what happened suddenly? You know why? Because you know this life is all nonsense. The respect you want. You want people to bow down to you. You want to show people you have money. You want to show people you're big shot. But you forget that in the best moment of your life, when it's over, you'll say to God, God, I did my mission well. That's what you need to say, guys. Because when you concentrate on nonsense and you ignore the 7 laws of Noah, or at least you're not trying to find out, doesn't matter where you are now, guys. You're atheist, you're one of the big religions, and you have questions. Ask, find out, try to understand. We all here coming from respect and love to everybody. We have nothing against anybody personally, guys. I'm here always to give you the right questions, the right answers for the right questions. Okay, guys? I know you're not used to it. You know, everybody told you something, but you have ability to check out yourself. Don't be a sheep. Bah! What he said, go here. Bah! Let's go. No! Check it out. Check out. You have a brain. God give you a brain. God give you a health. Come check and show who you are. Get to your place. You. Doesn't matter where you're from. We have people all over. Go. Don't think you're nothing. God gave you this place in this world to be, and you need to make the best of it. You're good in computers. Use that computers and do good to the world. You're a good doctor. Be a good doctor. But when you're a doctor, never say, I was in charge. No. God is in charge. You are the servant. You here to do good to other people according to what God gave you. One is a judge. If you're a judge. Now somebody gives you money. Shh. Oh boy. God is watching. That's against the 7 laws of Noah. You need to be straight. You need to be honest. We're the Jews. We have all the details of the 7 laws of Noah. It's here. Come eat a pizza. Come eat an hamburger. Come. Watch another program of... What's that going to help you? Okay, you watch the new movie, the comedies that was out. Okay, now, what about the real thing? What about your purpose? What about your mission in life? No, you need to wake up and to understand. God gave you here a mission, the 7 laws of Noah, guys. And there's a lot of details. I want to tell you, in the next lecture, I decided, because we're in a very, as we know, doesn't matter where you are, Europe, Africa, we all see this world is upside down. Upside down, this world is in a big chaos. It's boiling. It's boiling big time. What we're gonna do? Some people tell me I'm afraid. The big war. Guys, we have the prophecies.